Welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I love you. Well, we only have our favorite people on the show, but she really is. I love this woman so much for a variety of reasons, but she really is one of my favorite people to follow on social media because she's real. Lisa Breckenridge is proof that life doesn't have to slow down once you reach your 50s, and society's like, no, we're done with you. Lisa wasn't done. She's known for her style, her wellness, and she's a legend in the making an easy Trader Joe's recipe. Audience, give it up for my buddy. There she is, Lisa Breckenridge.
Jason, I love you so much. You always make me feel so good. And isn't it nice to see a new face in town?
Yeah, no pun intended. Because Lisa's very real about it. Go follow Lisa because you have been very open about first of all, the fact that you're here 3 days after you had a procedure on your face, girl.
Well, it's like a week at this point, but I still have the bruising and the swelling. And I was talking to Bjorn. I'm like, I don't know that you guys are going to want to see my face all swollen and bruised. But he's like, no, let's go ahead and do it. And it was fun. Like I share with people when I have a medical thing, like a trauma that, and a lot of people learn from it. Like they learn to go get their bumps checked and their weird patches checked. And I've shared all of that, like the removal of skin cancer, the removal of a tumor. And this past week, I shared the fact that I had this type of a laser that literally takes little pores out of your face to tighten it. And then they took a little bit of the fat from my tush and then put that in my face. So now I have my tush in my face and we're ready to go.
Lisa, I love you, so I can say this because we're friends. How long do they have to look for fat on the tush? Because there is none.
It took a while, actually. But a little back.
Oh, you look so great. Hey, I wanted to ask you too. We're going to get to the demo, everyone, but we haven't seen you in a while. Lisa was also very open and bringing all of us that don't live in LA. Lisa brought us basically into her car during the wildfire. So, let me start with this. How are you and the family doing?
We are great, and we are so blessed. We live in Brentwood, so we were evacuated for 2 nights. But as you know, when I first met you, we were in the Palisades in some beautiful homes. We had 2 homes there. They're both gone. The kids' school gone. All of our friends who still live there have lost everything. And so it's hard to even try and wrap your head around what has happened. And we haven't even been able to get, I want to go see just our name still written in the cement in front of our first house in the Palisades. It's those little things that are just memories that, that are not there, but we're thankful. And we're thankful that our friends are okay, even though the ones who are there no longer have homes, which is just, you can't even fathom that.
You and I were both in the news business, so you know this. This isn't a criticism, it's just the reality. There's headlines, it makes the news every day, and then the media moves on to something else. So because of that, I want to ask you, because you do a lot of volunteer work, you're in the community. For all of us that aren't in the area, aren't hearing the local news, let's do a vibe check, Lisa. What is it like right now in LA months after the disaster?
People have an unbelievable spirit, of course. I was talking with someone after church yesterday she was one of the stories where a firefighter saved her and her dog. She was trapped in her car, and had she gotten out of her car, she never would have made it because there was another man who died with his dog doing the same thing. She stayed in her car. She blared her horn nonstop until the firefighters could find her. Oh. They rescued her. She was all over national news. And so yesterday after church, which, we're all celebrating, Easter and the true meaning of what this past weekend means for so many people. And she had just this unbelievable spirit, Oh. But it is still, you look on PCH where we've had dinner before.
Yeah.
It's just vacant. And you don't necessarily know what, if any of those buildings will ever be able to come back because of the zonings
Yeah.
and the ocean zoning. So it could be, it's going to be a while, but obviously the volunteering is still needed, money is still needed. People just need to be hugged on top of that.
And we're going to break, but I'll just end with this. The reason I wanted to ask Lisa about this, and we'll get to the recipe, is there is still the perception that only movie stars and very rich people were affected by those fires, and that's just not the case. More with Lisa when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Stay with us. Not the case.
Let's make it a good day.
Back, everybody. More with my buddy Lisa Breckenridge. Follow her right now on social. You will not be sorry. Okay, let's get cooking, Lisa. What are we making today?
Okay, this is one of those seasonal things from Trader Joe's. It's the sweet corn burrata ravioli. I mean, it is on its own delicious, okay? But you know me, I like to jazz it up. And these basically are ways to make your Trader Joe item like a little extra special, because you know a lot of us are too busy to cook, but we still want to be able to feel like we're doing something special. So of course I've already started with the butter and the garlic. Every recipe I use basically has butter and garlic in it. And then it just, let's be honest, and then I'm going to start adding in corn, okay? Frozen corn, I'm just going to add it in like that. I'm going to take the cream because, again, I grew up on cream. Everyone wonders why I'm tiny. I just say because I was inoculated at a very young age. My mom basically, if it didn't have cream or butter in it, it wasn't a meal. So we're just creating this base. I've taken some lemon zest right here. This is all on my Instagram so you can see. So we're just, you know, like giving it a little bit of extra kick. This is some Parmesan cheese. We're gonna throw that in. This takes under 15 minutes to get on the table. And it's one of those things, my son doesn't always like my cooking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, if you had to eat my meals every single night, you'd be tired of them too. This is one that he actually had second sub, salt, pepper, and again, things like this, you do it like according to taste. And then I'm gonna throw in extra lemon juice, and we're gonna throw in some basil. And then usually this sauce obviously would be thickened up a little bit. And then we're gonna take our delicious raviolis that are already cooked. And I'm just gonna put these in. It's interesting trying to cook in your kitchen and videotape yourself at the same time.
Yes. You're doing great though, Lisa. You're doing great.
I feel like when I went to Stanford, I was not taught how to do this. Somehow I missed that course. But you're just gonna kind of like let it all cook. And when you do your raviolis on the water, save a little bit of the extra water so that you can thin up the sauce if it's a little thick. By the way, I always double my sauces because the more the better, I always feel.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to pretend like that's all done. And I'm gonna scoop it up here for you. And you'll see, did Bjorn make you some? I hope.
He sure did. Producer Bjorn's bringing some in. No, you're such a good server. Do I have to tip Bjorn? He just served me, Lisa. Do I have to tip him?
I think you should do something for him.
Lisa.
Whatever that may be, but look.
Oh, this looks so good, Lisa.
Shall we try it together?
Let's try it together. Here we go. Cheers, friend.
Okay, ready? Here's the big ravioli that's probably gonna burn my mouth.
Beep.
Is that
BB. Lisa and BB, you both did good. Oh, you know what? Because Lisa, you know what? I was going to be worried. I'm not always a cream-based sauce guy. This isn't that heavy, Lisa. This is a perfect consistency.
Well, and I think because of the lemon in there, it kind of cuts any of that as well. And it's just like a little bite of spring in your mouth, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a big bowl of love and spring. We like that.
I love this. Well, I miss you, sweetheart. It's so good to see you, even if it's on the TV.
When are you coming out? I had dinner with Haley and we talked about you on Saturday night. Like, when is he coming out? Why does he not love us anymore?
I know. I got to come out. Well, I got a house. I'm very busy chatting up with my neighbors.
I know. I've been watching. By the way, my dogs are officially done with the show. So
yeah, it's like
sorry for
I live in Knott's Landing now. I swear I live in Knott's Landing.
It's your dream come true.
I know. Give it up for Lisa, everybody. Be sure to follow her on social media and visit her website, happilylisa.com. Again, real quick, I'll say this quick. I always like to brag on her. She's a legend in LA TV, in TV news. She got to a certain age and the bosses were like, we're done with you because you're no longer, yeah. And she was like, forget you, and she reinvented herself, and now she's bigger than ever. And whenever someone does that, I go, you go. She's fantastic. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment.